Beverly Hills Cop, not to be confused with Beverly Hills Ninja. The theme, Axel F, maybe one of the coolest synth tracks of all time. What are your favorite synth tracks from the 80s? Let me know in the comments below. We're going to go through the whole tutorial note by note, tabs on the screen. Download them by becoming a Patreon, plus a synth track I made to play along with at different speeds for Patreons as well. New ukulele Wednesday, Saturday, guitar tutorials on Monday. Additional links in the description, my email, if you want some one-on-one lessons. Grab the ukulele brain attention span, follow me on in, and let's save the 80s. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Tabs on the screen. We're playing this in the key of A minor. The original key is F minor, but it just doesn't fit on our ukulele. 5th fret of the E string, and that's a quarter tone, 1. 2nd beat, drop down, 3rd fret of the A string, back to that 5 note. 1, 2, E, and, well, it's 1, 2, and So we got a 16th there. On the 3rd beat, you're going to play nothing, and then you're going to play the same note, 5th fret, then roll over with your ring finger. So the idea is 5, 3, 5, 5, 5. You should be able to play the 5th fret of the E string, followed by the 5th fret of the E, A, E with one finger. 5, 3, 5, 5, 5, 5, 3, and then up to 5 with the index finger. Slower. Now we're on the second measure. So second measure is going to go 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, then 5, 8, I use my pinky, 7 my ring finger, and that 7 happens on the 4th beat. So you really want to aim for that 7, and then I use my pinky on the 8th fret of the E string, and I use my pinky because my ring finger's here, and I want to get back to my index finger on the 5th fret. Really slowly. Those first 2 measures together. Okay. The last one, 5, 7, again, then 12th fret. This is the hardest part because you have to go. So it requires the most leaping around. I guess you could probably also do. We'll get to that in a second. So 5, 7 up to 12. 1 and 2. From 12, you want to go down to 5, 3. After 5, 3, it's 3, 4. And then I play 7, 5. If you make an E minor, you could go 3, 4, 2, 5. Or even open. So that's why it's good to know the fretboard, but I found that this is the easiest way to play it. Get it down here, and then maybe you can explore different fingerings. So we get 5, 7, 12, 5, 3, 3, 4, 7, 5. And then at the end, you got the 3rd and the 4th beat. Even though those are sometimes notes that I skip. I'm not a massive fan of those octave leaps until the very end. So these 4 measures together, this is the main riff. If you got this, you know, you'll have the part that everybody knows. It goes. So cool. So let's play through these. Love it. Now, it's a 3-part riff piece, and this is part 2. If you have a low G, you could play the 2nd fret here. Now, I have a high G. It's the same note, but it's supposed to be a low G note here, and you're going to go 2, 5, 3, 2, 5, 3, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2. So that first measure is 1, 2, and 3, 4, 4, 3, boom. Now that's really sour, but it's going to sound great in context. The next measure's 2, 5. You're going to go down to the C string, 4, 4, 3, 5. Then land, starting the 3rd measure, on the 5th fret of the C string. So the first 2 measures you get. The next one's 5, 5, 3, 5, 5, 3, and then we get 3, 4, 3, 4. So you go 5, then again 5, 3, let that ring out, 3, 4, 3, 4. Start the last measure on the 5th fret where we started the very first note of the song. So the first 3. That's how we transition to part C. So the last measure is 1, 2, 3. These 4 measures. All right. Key change to A major. If it wasn't for Peter Griffen, I would forget this part every time. 1 and 2. 7th fret of the A strings where we're starting, but we're starting on the and. And let's go ahead and use our index finger actually. 1 and 2 and up to 10. So our first measure sounds like 1. Then we go back down. 1, 7, 7, 7, 10. 10, 9, 7. So we get. The next time through, the first 4 notes, the 7, 7, 7, 10 are the same. But instead of going 10, 10, 9, 9, you're going to go 10, 9, 7. So the first 2 measures, 1. Okay, then we're going down to 3. And it's a very similar rhythm to start off with 1 and 2 and 3. But on the 3rd beat, we're going to go 3, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5. Decide if that's easier for you, index pinky or index ring, index ring. Couple different ways to play that. 3, 5, 2, 5, then 5, 5. 1. Next 3 we go. This one's just 2 fingers, so this one's maybe the easiest of the part C. You're gonna go 5, 7. 7, 7, 5, 7, 7. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 E Counting 16ths can be tricky. You really want to listen to it. I'm going to include a synth track for the Patreons. All right, so also as we're figuring this out, Patreons, you're going to get the whole track played on synthesizers in 3 different timings, 80, 10, and 120, so you can play along with it. After that one, just like the other part, it's going to the F and G. So it's 3. It goes 1 and 2 and 3, E, E. So 3, 3, 3, 3, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 1 and 2 and do, 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 do. Last measure is 5. I use my index finger to start the last measure, and then I go to 7, like 1 and 2 and do, do, do. So the last measure is 5, 7, 7, 7, 5, 7, 7, which is the same as the first measure in this sequence. So these 3 measures, we get this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there you go, folks. Axel F in the key of A minor. The original was in the key of F minor. I just couldn't fit it. I didn't have enough space, right? Even with the octave jumps, I really couldn't get it in like I wanted on here. Even there was a low F that even if you have a tenor ukulele that you really can't get through. If you want the baritone version in the key of F minor, let me know. I can do that one in the original key if you're interested. All right, keep on rocking and rolling. Have a lovely day. Life is good. 10 Thumbs Pro. And until next time, have fun playing the ukulele. It's a lot of fun. And that's the whole point. Take care and have a lovely day.